Hey guys, All Sports 83, sporting another video at you. And in today's video, we're going to see the rebirth of the live lobby showdown. I did this video, this video series about a few months ago, and then got busy and ended up doing a series on the future of NASCAR heat racing. We finished up that series with a 7-part series. I encourage you to go check that out. But now we're back to the live lobby showdown, and this is for the first time we're doing it on NASCAR Heat 5. You can see we're starting things out at the Roval here, and we are going to do things a little differently. Before, I tried to narrate while racing, and that didn't work out very well, just like the beginning of this race, actually. So now I'm going to do it a little differently. I'm going to go through the live lobby showdown. I'm going to race in a lobby, 4 or 5 races or so. But I'm going to go back and talk about the highlights of these races after the fact. So as you can see here, not doing very well at the Roval. But this is the first time I've actually raced the Roval on NASCAR Heat 5. I'm not really good at this track anyway, so this was not going to turn out well from the get-go. I knew that was coming. But anyway, if you haven't seen any of these, basically I jump into a live lobby and I race 4 or 5 races, and we'll see how we do, and we kind of gauge the talent in the lobby and how the racing is just in general. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to rank that lobby in one of 4 categories, and we'll talk a little bit about that at the end of the video. But we'll jump right in here and let you watch some of this, and then I'll give you some commentary as we get to some of this. So basically, I miss the curve big time here. I wasn't even close to the breaking point. Got myself a penalty, and going to get going again. Some of the guys had the same issue, and you can see they're kind of all over the place here as you get into turn 3 of the actual racetrack. But I'm not really very good at this racetrack at all. And obviously there's some guys back there with me, so it's really kind of hard to gauge just how this lobby is, just because I got mixed up at the very beginning, and then I'm struggling through the track there. You see I overdrove that corner as well and ran into that guy, so that's not the way I wanted to do it. But it's kind of a wash. This race is kind of a wash just because I'm so terrible at this track, and never really got a chance to race with any of those guys up toward the front of the pack. Alright, so I'm starting to get my wits about me here. I do not miss the corner this time. Everything looks good until this guy comes out of nowhere and blasts me. But I get a 360 and I get it right going again very quickly. And I thought that was actually a pretty cool moment. I got slammed, but it didn't actually cost me that much time, which was kind of interesting.
Clear to the right. You got 1 to go. Left side. Right side. All right, you're clear.
Alright, so as we were spread out here, I got to the goal in this last lap was to catch this guy in front of me. I really was unable to do that. He was actually pretty quick, and obviously I'm not very good here, but wasn't able to do it. There was a car sitting in the middle of the track there to finish. I was able to rally and get like a 13th place finish, 14th place finish actually, and we went on to the next race. And what actually was happening in this lobby is I jumped into this lobby, and it actually went to the Roval kind of a last minute. Before we went into the loading screen, so I wasn't able to get a setup. And then the exact same thing happened moving into this race at Canadian Tire. So apparently the host of this lobby was kind of hoodwinking everybody in the room. So he would put that on a track like Chicagoland or Charlotte or something like that, and then with zero time left on the clock, he would switch it to one of these road courses. So apparently it's going to be one of those kinds of lobbies. Kind of a mean thing to do as a host, but hey, you're the host, you can do whatever you want. And that's the one rule that I follow in this live lobby showdown. When I find this lobby, I have to stick with it. I don't get frustrated. I don't back out and go find a better lobby. The idea behind this series is to rank the lobby that I'm in. So if it's a terrible lobby, I'm stuck with it. If it's a great lobby, I'm going to stick with it. So no matter what, I stick with the lobby that I originally get into. And it looks like I'm into a kind of a road course lobby where you kind of get hoodwinked at the end. So I started paying attention after this race, like what's he going to do next? Basically, you're in for a long ride if you're going to be stuck in doing all of these crazy road courses. So we'll see how this race shakes out. Alright, so get on the last lap here, and kind of like the last race, I got to the point where I was close to this guy, this 42 car, and the goal for me was to just try to catch him and try to pass him. We both missed that really sharp corner that we were just coming out of, and I was able to get through the gears a little better, so we're kind of drag racing through this big stretch. I'm able to get into this corner a little better, then he gives me a real good shot there, and I was able to hang on to it. But then as I come out of this corner, I just get so loose, I get back in the throttle too soon. He's underneath me, and I kind of ruined his race there. Didn't mean to do that, but he did give me a shot, so I wasn't feeling too bad, and I was able to hold him off and get the second place finish there. So not too bad, especially a track that I'm absolutely atrocious at. I don't really race a lot of these road courses that aren't in the Cup Series, and I'm not really great at road courses anyway, but if I had to say I would prefer any road course, it'd be Watkins Glen and Sonoma. But going to Canadian Tire, the Roval, Road America, those are tracks that I just rarely get in. So I knew I was going to be absolutely terrible. Look at that, a 96, not even getting to the triple digits there. But it was kind of a fun race anyway, even though I'm not very good there and just don't know the track that well. But I was able to pull off a second place finish, so that felt pretty good. Alright, so much to my surprise, the next track was Charlotte Motor Speedway. Not the Roval, not some obscure, road course. We didn't get the hoodwink this time. And so I actually got pretty excited for this race. I like racing at Charlotte. I feel like I'm usually pretty quick there, and I'm starting on the inside on 5th, so I feel like I can get a pretty good start here and kind of have some track position early, and maybe I can contend for the win here. So got pretty excited about the beginning of this race. Alright, so I got a little bit of the chrome horn there in turns 3 and 4. It wasn't too bad. I was able to hang on to it, but it did allow him to get the run on me there coming down the front stretch. And I will say that I'm one of those guys. If you get a good enough run on me, I'm not gonna try to block you too aggressively. I mean, that's kind of defeats the purpose of racing. So he got underneath me, so I thought I would race him some more. I got into him a little bit, and then I was getting blasted by these guys behind me, and I was actually forcing me into this custom car a little more than I wanted to. And then I really just missed the corner there. I got the apron, it gets me up. Man, you hit the apron in this game, and it just really ruins you, which it kind of should in a little bit, in a way. But I was also getting pounded from behind, so I knew I couldn't really lift and kind of get into the corners the way I wanted to, because I was going to get destroyed from the cars behind me. It really changes the way you have to race, and so I was overdriving the corners as well, and it really put me in a bad position, and now it's kind of shot me back into the 5th position here.
Outside, all clear. That was a great lap.
At this point, I was really puzzled about the handling of the car. I was just so tight here in turns 3 and 4. I could not keep the car down. But then in 1 and 2, as I would get in, and it was the moment I would try to get back on the throttle, it would just be so loose, and the back end would want to go around. So I was really struggling with trying to figure out what that balance was on each side, and just really wasn't able to be good enough to really to get around some of these guys. But it was really fun racing them. They were all pretty good, even though a couple of them were a little too aggressive when they got behind you. And I was just trying to hang on here and do what I could. He gets a little tight there, and when it gets loose and jumps up the track, I think he may have gotten the apron, and it kind of gave me an opportunity to get around him. But now it's the idea is to try to catch this guy. I think that's the 42 car up there, and he was the one that really got into me. So I was really wanting to get back up there and maybe return the favor a little bit. Also, real quick, while we're looking at this racing going on, you guys let me know if you like the video. Let me know in the comments section if you like the format, if you have suggestions for changing it. As you see, it get really loose by hitting the apron there, and I lost the 3rd position. And then another thing about this video, let me know in the comments section if you're liking the video and you're going to watch the next one. Let me know which driver you want me to use in the next episode of the Live Lobby Showdown. If there are any votes, I'll take the driver with the most votes, and that'll be the car that I use. So as we get toward the end of this race here, it's more about, can I get the guy in front of me? It ends up being more about defending. I got another chrome horn there going into 3. Actually, it was good enough that it got me into the wall. I really lost control of the car there trying to save it, and it kind of wasted this whole last lap. I really lost enough momentum that I couldn't really do anything with those guys in front of me. But all in all, it was a really good race. I really enjoyed racing some of these guys up here, even though they were a little bit too aggressive at times. It's kind of frustrating, but we'll go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and throw up the 4 categories that we're going to rank each of these lobbies in. And so tonight's lobby is going to be in one of these 4 categories. And I'll go ahead and throw up what the ranking for this video is before I tell you what's happening next. Alright, so we're going to go with Amateur Hour. We had some good racing, but we had some really bad racing. I probably contributed to some of the bad racing. But again, you guys let me know if you like this video down in the comments. Let me know if you have any format opinions yourself. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good one.